Greater than. What if I told you that the pain you're feeling right now is not the end? That the struggle you're walking through is not a punishment, but preparation? What if buried deep in the fire of your life is the very thing that will forge the strongest version of you? Greater than. This is not a soft speech. This is a wake-up call, not from the voice of comfort but from the voice of clarity, the voice of purpose, from the words of a man who understood struggle not just as hardship but as transformation. Greater than. As Karl Marx once said, history does nothing, it possesses no immense wealth, it wages no battles. It is man, real, living man, who does all that. In other words, it's you, not history, not the system, not your circumstances. You are the force. You are the author. You are the mover. Greater than. Let's start where all journeys begin, with struggle, the pressure, the pain, the resistance that life throws your way when you dare to rise. Greater than. Struggle is the father of all things. Karl Marx. Greater than. You want to build something great, then get ready to sweat. Struggle is not a sign you're doing it wrong. It's a sign you're alive. A sign you're not settling. Struggle is the gym of the soul, the battlefield where weakness dies and resilience is born. Greater than. In Marx's words, the weapon of criticism cannot replace the criticism of weapons. Material force must be overthrown by material force. You can't just wish your life into greatness. You have to show up, face the battle, fight the internal wars, the self-doubt, the fear, the excuses. You don't win by hoping, you win by pushing. Greater than. Struggle is not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Because every great thing, every revolution, every invention, every comeback story, was born in discomfort. Greater than. So next time life gets heavy, don't ask why me. Ask what now? What's the lesson? What's the opportunity? What part of me is being called to rise? Greater than. The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. Karl Marx. Greater than. Let that hit. In a world that sells comfort over character, speed over substance, it's easy to get lazy, easy to trade greatness for distraction. Greater than. But if you want to become someone of value, someone who builds, creates, leads, then discipline is your foundation. Greater than. You can't wait to feel ready. You build the discipline to do what's necessary even when you don't feel like it. Greater than. As Marx put it, the philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. That's a challenge. Stop analyzing your problems. Stop replaying your failures. Start changing your direction. Start moving your feet. Interpretation won't save you. Action will. Greater than. If this message is hitting home, pause for a second. Smash that like button to show you're choosing growth over excuses. Subscribe if you believe in real motivation, no fluff, no shortcuts, just truth, struggle, and power. Leave a comment. What are you building right now? Let's rise together. Greater than. You weren't made just to survive. You were made to serve a purpose, something greater than comfort, something bigger than pleasure. Greater than. The meaning of peace is the absence of opposition to socialism. Karl Marx. Adapted for modern tone. Let's reframe that. The meaning of peace is the absence of resistance to purpose. Greater than. Your soul craves direction, meaning, contribution. Without it, life becomes a treadmill, always running, going nowhere. Greater than. As Marx once warned, the ruling ideas of each age have ever been the ideas of its ruling class. But here's the truth. You don't need to follow the script. You don't have to believe what the world shouts at you. Write your own ideas. Build your own life. Greater than. Don't trade your dreams for dopamine. Don't confuse entertainment for fulfillment. Step off the sidelines. Get in the game. Greater than. The worker becomes all the poorer the more wealth he produces. Karl Marx. Greater than. This isn't about economics. This is about soul. About how giving everything you've got to something that doesn't feed your spirit will leave you empty. Greater than. So stop giving your best energy to things that don't matter. Stop pouring yourself into jobs, habits, or relationships that don't grow you. Greater than. As Marx saw it, work should not be slavery. It should be expression. Work should be where your passion meets your effort, where your soul meets your hands. Greater than. You want to feel fulfilled? Then make your work an extension of your purpose. Not just a paycheck, not just a title, but a calling. Greater than. And if you haven't found that calling yet, keep building yourself. Learn, fail, struggle, repeat. The calling comes to those who are already in motion. Greater than. If you're still here, you're not average. You're the kind of person who finishes what they start. Hit that subscribe button now. This is the kind of energy you need in your life. Weekly fuel, daily fire, and drop it in the comments if you're ready to level up. Greater than. Let the ruling classes tremble at a communistic revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. Karl Marx. Greater than. Now forget the politics. Hear the heart. You have nothing to lose but your chains. That fear holding you back. That trauma you never processed. That voice that says, you're not good enough. It's all chains. And it's time to break free. Greater than. You don't need permission to rise. You don't need validation to begin. You are the revolution. You are the breaking point. You are the story no one saw coming. Greater than. Marx believed in the collective rising up. But before any collective can rise, the individual must awaken. Greater than. So wake up. Get honest. Get hungry. No more waiting. No more wishing. This is your moment. You were made for more. Emotional orchestral music builds. Greater than. As Karl Marx once said, men make their own history, not in the circumstances they choose, but through the fire they walk. Greater than. This is your fire. This is your moment. Don't run. Don't shrink. Build your life from the ground up. You don't need to be lucky. You just need to be willing. Willing to struggle. Willing to believe. Willing to work while the world sleeps. Greater than. If this message moved something inside you, if it made you think, made you feel, made you remember who you really are, then don't scroll. Subscribe. Join this movement. Because this isn't a channel, it's a revolution of the soul. And you belong here.